The Trillion-Dollar Narrative, What Elon Musk's Wealth Really Means by Jihad Zenith. In 2026, headlines around the world declared that Elon Musk had become the first trillionaire in history. News outlets celebrated the milestone, social media amplified it, financial publications repeated it. To millions of people, the message was simple. Elon Musk is now the richest man who has ever lived. But before accepting that claim, we should ask a simple question. What does it actually mean to be worth $1 trillion? Most people imagine a trillionaire as someone with endless cash reserves capable of spending unimaginable amounts of money at will. The reality is very different. Elon Musk's reported wealth is not $1 trillion sitting in a bank account. It is not $1 trillion in gold, silver, or liquid assets. Most of Musk's fortune exists as ownership stakes in companies such as Tesla, SpaceX, XAI, and other ventures. The value of those holdings is determined by market prices, investor confidence, private funding rounds, analyst estimates, and institutional valuations. In other words, the trillion-dollar figure is largely a valuation, not a vault. As investors assign higher values to a company, the value of its major shareholders rises. As institutions increase their estimates, net worth grows. When financial publications report those numbers, public attention follows. This is especially true with SpaceX. As investment firms and market analysts raise their estimates of SpaceX's value, the estimated value of Musk's ownership stake increased as well. The result was a new headline and a new milestone. But there is a major difference between value and liquidity. A person can own assets valued at hundreds of billions of dollars without possessing hundreds of billions in spendable cash. In fact, much of the reported wealth could disappear if market conditions changed, investor confidence weakened, or valuations declined. This is why Elon Musk can gain or lose tens of billions of dollars without earning or spending a single dollar. His fortune is tied to perception. This does not diminish his accomplishments. Tesla, SpaceX, and his other companies have changed industries and attracted enormous investment. However, it does challenge the way modern society defines wealth. Today's billionaire rankings are built on valuation systems. Organizations such as Forbes, Bloomberg, investment banks, venture capital firms, and institutional investors help determine how these fortunes are measured. As confidence rises, valuations rise. As valuations rise, net worth rises. As net worth rises, headlines spread. The cycle feeds itself. The more people hear about extraordinary wealth, the more they want to participate in it. Investors buy, markets react, valuations increase, new headlines appear. But history offers a different example of wealth. His name was Mansa Musa. As emperor of the Mali Empire in the 14th century, Mansa Musa controlled vast gold reserves, major trade routes, taxation systems, land, and production. His wealth was not assigned by analysts. It was not calculated by stock exchanges. It was not dependent upon venture capital firms or investor sentiment. It existed because he controlled the resources that produced it. Historical accounts describe Mansa Musa distributing so much gold during his pilgrimage to Mecca that local economies felt the effects for years. Whether every detail can be measured precisely is less important than what the story represents. A ruler whose wealth was tied directly to physical assets, production, and sovereign authority. No institution had to estimate his worth. No market had to validate his value. His wealth existed whether people believed in it or not. That is the difference. Elon Musk's fortune is extraordinary, but it depends heavily on valuation. Mansa Musa's fortune was rooted in possession. Musk's wealth rises and falls with confidence. Musa's wealth was anchored in resources, trade, and direct control. Conclusion: Elon Musk may be the wealthiest man ever measured by modern financial markets. He may hold the highest net worth ever recorded under today's valuation system. But being the most highly valued person is not necessarily the same as being the richest person in human history. That distinction still belongs to Mansa Musa. Musa's wealth was not built on stock prices, funding rounds, or investor confidence. It was built on gold, land, trade, taxation, production, and sovereignty. His fortune was tangible, controllable, and independent of market sentiment. The modern world measures wealth through valuation. History often measured wealth through dominion. For that reason, Elon Musk may be the trillionaire of the modern age, but Mansa Musa remains the strongest historical claimant to the title of richest man in human history.